Imagine waking up to a world where the sun seems to have lost its warmth, where the birds have ceased their songs. In this chilling reality, the dawn breaks, not with a symphony of life, but with an eerie silence that echoes through the desolate streets. The sun, once a beacon of hope and warmth, now hangs low and cold in the sky, its rays casting long ghastly shadows that seem to dance with a life of their own. The birds, those melodious harbingers of the new day, have long since ceased their songs, their symphony replaced by an ominous silence that blankets the world. The once vibrant cities, teeming with life and laughter, now lie abandoned, their towering structures reduced to skeletal ruins. The streets, once bustling with people, are now littered with remnants of a world that was. Cars, once symbols of freedom and movement, now stand still, their lifeless hulks serving as grim reminders of a time that seemed so distant, so alien. And the people? They are nowhere to be seen. The world, it seems, has been claimed by the undead. These bloodthirsty creatures, once human, now roam the streets, their groans and growls the only sounds that break the deathly silence. Every corner, every shadow hides a potential threat. Fear hangs heavy in the air, its icy grip clutching at the heart of the world. A chilling dread has taken hold, a dread so deep, so penetrating, it seems to have seeped into the very fabric of existence. This is a world where hope has become a scarce commodity, where every breath could be your last, where every step could lead you closer to your doom. This is a world where the rules have changed, where the game has shifted. In this world of the undead, survival is the only game left to play. Among the ruins and the shadows, a glimmer of life persists. In the heart of this post-apocalyptic wasteland, a band of survivors clings to existence. They are the unlikely heroes of our tale, each bringing unique stories and skills that have somehow kept them alive amidst the relentless horror. First, we have the soldier. Once a decorated sergeant, his military training has morphed into a survival weapon as potent as his rusted rifle. His quick thinking and strategic mind have guided the group through countless close encounters with the undead, his courage becoming their beacon in the darkest of nights. Then there's the nurse. Her gentle heart may seem out of place in this world of blood and terror, but her medical knowledge has been a lifesaver, quite literally. She mends wounds, soothes fears, and reminds everyone that compassion still has a place, even here. Next, we find the mechanic. With the world in ruins, his knack for improvisation has been invaluable. He breathes life into derelict vehicles, crafts makeshift weapons, and keeps their safe house secure. His rough hands have rebuilt hope from the wreckage, one piece at a time. And finally, the school teacher. She may not have the physical strength of the others, but her wisdom and patience have kept the group grounded. She tells stories of the world before, teaches the young ones, and holds on to the belief that knowledge will be their salvation. These four souls, as different as they could be, found each other in the chaos. They've built a fragile sanctuary amidst the ruins, each contributing in their own way. They're a makeshift family bound by the shared terror of their reality and the shared hope for a future. They've seen the worst of humanity and the best in each other. They've faced down the undead and lived to tell the tale. They've cried, fought, and laughed together, their humanity shining through even as the world around them descends further into darkness. United by fear and hope, they are humanity's last stand. Every day is a battle, every night a war. In a world where the dead walk and the living cower, it's a sentiment that echoes with a chilling resonance. Our tale continues with the survivors, each day an exercise in survival, each night a test of their mettle. Their lives are now defined by the relentless pursuit of the basic necessities of life, necessities once taken for granted in a world now lost to them. The search for food is a constant, a grim reminder of their precarious existence. It's not just about finding sustenance, it's about finding it before the undead do. They scavenge through abandoned stores, deserted homes, their hearts pounding in their chests, their breaths shallow and quick. Each can of food, each bottle of water is a small victory, a minor reprieve in their ceaseless struggle. Yet the physical challenges are but one side of a multifaceted coin. The emotional and psychological toll is just as daunting, if not more so. They've seen friends turned into monsters, families torn apart, and their once safe and predictable world crumble into chaos. The fear is palpable, a constant companion in their grim journey. Sleep is a luxury, dreams a forgotten solace. Nightmares, however, are a constant uninvited guest. Each day they must pack up and leave the relative safety of their makeshift shelters. Staying in one place for too long is a death sentence. They've learned that the hard way. They're always on the move, always vigilant, always ready to fight. Their lives have become a macabre dance with death, a ballet of survival. The undead are relentless, their thirst for flesh insatiable. Each encounter is a battle, each escape a war won. Yet, in this world of the undead, there are no medals for bravery, no accolades for survival. There's only the grim satisfaction of living to see another day, of surviving another night. Yet amidst the horror and despair, there are moments of resilience, of humanity. They share stories around makeshift fires, their laughter a defiant roar against the symphony of the undead. They mourn their losses together, their tears a testament to their humanity, their survival a testament to their indomitable spirit. Despite the odds, they remain unbowed, unbroken. They've stared into the abyss and came out stronger, each challenge faced, each hurdle overcome, serving to steel their resolve. They've learned to adapt, to endure, to survive. In this world, there's no place for the faint-hearted, no room for the weak. It's a world where the quick and the strong thrive, where the cunning and the brave survive. It's a world where hope is a flickering flame in the darkness, where courage is the only currency. In this world, the only certainty is uncertainty. Yet, amid the uncertainty, they find strength. Amid the chaos, they find order. And amid the horror, they find hope. For in this world of the undead, the living will always strive to survive. Not all monsters come out at night. Some are lurking in the daylight waiting for their prey. In this chilling landscape, our band of survivors have had their fair share of gruesome encounters with these bloodthirsty zombies, the harbingers of dread. Each encounter is a tale of horror, a dance with death that leaves them teetering on the edge of despair. Picture this. A once bustling supermarket, now a decaying shell of its former self, the rotting produce mirroring the grim reality outside. The group, desperate for supplies, ventures in only to find themselves trapped, surrounded by a horde of the undead. Their hunger for flesh insatiable, the survivors their fear palpable, but they fight, for survival is the only option. They fend off the undead using whatever they can find. A rusty can opener, a broken bottle, the shattered remains of a once cheerful sale sign. The supermarket turns into an arena echoing with the sounds of struggle, the clash of makeshift weapons, and the guttural growls of the undead. And then the sacrifices. Oh, the sacrifices. The noble teacher who held the line so others could escape. The young mother who distracted the zombies to save her child. The brave teenager who risked his life to retrieve the last can of food. Courage and selflessness, their only weapons against the relentless tide of the undead. But with sacrifices come losses. The heart-wrenching sight of a fallen comrade, once full of life, now a lifeless shell. The agonizing screams of the bitten, their bodies writhing in pain as they transform into the very monsters they've been fighting against. The silent tears shed for the lost, the guilt of surviving while others didn't. These are the horrors they face, day in and day out. A constant battle against the undead. A struggle for survival that leaves them scarred, both physically and emotionally. The once vibrant world they knew is now a desolate wasteland, a haunting reminder of the life they once had. Yet, amid the horrors, there are moments of humanity. The comforting hug after a close encounter, the shared laughter at a silly joke, the warmth of a shared meal. These moments, fleeting as they may be, serve as a beacon of hope. A reminder that they are still human, that they haven't lost everything. The encounters with the zombies are not just battles for survival. They are a test of their humanity, a challenge to hold on to their sanity in a world gone mad. Each survivor carries the weight of their experiences, the horrors they've seen, the losses they've endured. They bear the scars of their encounters, both visible and invisible. Every encounter is a reminder of what they once were and what they have now become. The survivors may have lost much, but they've also gained something. A will to survive, a determination to fight, a resolve to keep their humanity intact, no matter the cost. This is their story, a symphony of the undead, a tale of survival against all odds. Even in the darkest of times, hope manages to find its way. As our band of survivors trudge through this nightmarish landscape, it's not the gnashing teeth of the undead that keeps them moving. No, it's something far more profound, far more human. It's hope. A glimmer, however faint, that pierces through the shroud of dread and despair. Like a beacon in the gloom, they cling to the belief that somewhere beyond the decaying cities and desolate fields a sanctuary exists. A place untouched by the rotting grasp of the undead. In their hearts they carry the image of this haven, a place where laughter isn't a luxury, but a part of daily life, where the only screams are those of joy, not terror. They dream of a place where they can live without the constant gnawing fear of the next attack. A place where they can sleep with both eyes closed and wake up to the sound of birdsong instead of guttural growls. A place where they can be more than just survivors, but human beings once again. A place they can call home. But this hope isn't a mere fantasy, it's a necessity. A vital lifeline in a world that has lost its way. It's the fuel that drives them, the light that guides them through the abyss. It's the one thing that separates them from the soulless creatures they're running from. It's what gives them the strength to fight, to endure, to continue on when all seems lost. It's hope that makes them get up after every fall, to face another day, another night, another horde. Hope is their shield against the horrors of this world, their sword against the fear that threatens to consume them. In this world overrun by the undead, hope is the one thing they cannot afford to lose, because without it, they're as good as dead. They're just another part of the symphony of the undead. Hope, after all, is the only thing stronger than fear. In the symphony of the undead, every heartbeat is a precious melody. In the chilling silence broken only by the haunting moans of the undead, the survivors have found a rhythm to their existence. A rhythm punctuated by the steady beating of their hearts. A reminder that they are still very much alive, and that life, despite all odds, must go on. They've journeyed through the dreadful dawn, where they woke up to a world turned upside down. They've become the unlikely survivors, ordinary individuals who've had to dig deep within themselves to find extraordinary courage. They've struggled for survival, against both the undead and the harsh realities of their new world. They've faced horrors that would make the bravest hearts quiver, yet they've persevered. They've nurtured the hope that keeps them going, the hope that someday they might see the dawn of a new day, free from the symphony of the undead. The survivors have become more than just the living amongst the dead. They have become symbols of resilience, of the indomitable human spirit that refuses to break even under the most dire circumstances. They've stared into the eyes of fear and found within themselves the strength to fight back, to continue living, and to hold on to the hope of a brighter tomorrow. Their courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. It's the melody that overpowers the dissonance of the undead, the harmony that drowns out the chaos. They've learned to dance to the symphony of the undead, to find beauty in the midst of horror, to find hope in the heart of despair. The symphony of the undead has become their anthem, a testament to their will to survive, to fight, to live. It's a chilling serenade that echoes through the desolate landscape, a reminder of their journey, of their struggles and of their victories. In the face of dread, they have become the harbingers of hope. Their symphony is far from over, and as long as their hearts keep beating, their melody will continue to play. The future is uncertain. Every step forward is a step into the unknown. In this macabre game of survival, our band of survivors treads lightly, their hearts pounding louder than the ominous orchestra of the undead. Their fate, like the world they once knew, is shrouded in darkness. They seek a safe haven, a sanctuary from the relentless horrors that stalk them. But will they find it? Or will the blood-curdling symphony of the undead silence their hopeful hearts? Will they continue to defy the odds? Or will they join the ranks of the lifeless? These questions hang heavily in the air, as tangible as the fear that grips them. Yet, amidst the dread and despair, a spark of resilience flickers, a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity, even in the face of the gravest of threats. In this symphony of the undead, their song of survival continues to play.